I'm joined by our speaker, Tanzeb Liaquat, who will guide us through the touchscreen core training. On behalf of OneScreen Solutions, thank you for taking the time out to join us today. This webinar focuses on helping users feel confident using touchscreen core in real classrooms and meeting environments without hesitation or disruption. Before we begin, a quick note on the session format. Today's touchscreen core webinar is being conducted in English. For those who prefer Arabic, we're also hosting the same training webinar tomorrow on 11th Feb, and you're welcome to join that as well. Both sessions cover the same practical training content focused entirely on real-world usage. Before we dive in, just a quick note that today's webinar is purely focused on learning and practical use, with no sales pitch involved. This is the training webinar focused on how touchscreen core behaves in daily life, how it feels, how it responds, and how it supports the flow of lessons and meetings naturally. The goal of today's session is simple. By the end, you should feel comfortable using touchscreen core without needing to think about the technology itself. This training matters because in many classrooms and meeting rooms, interactive screens are installed with the right intentions. However, without proper training, users often rely on trial and error. This leads to hesitation, slow interactions, and moments where the screen interrupts instead of supporting the experience. This touchscreen core training webinar is designed to remove that friction and help users interact with the screen confidently, clearly, and consistently. During today's session, we will cover how touchscreen core is designed to behave in real-world use, writing, navigation, and interaction fundamentals, how touchscreen core supports collaboration in classrooms and meeting rooms, practical usage scenarios that reflect everyday environments. This is a guided training session focused on flow, familiarity, and confidence. I'll now be handing over the webinar to Mr. Janzeb Liaquat, who will be leading today's touchscreen core training. Mr. Janzeb Liaquat is a part of the OneScreen Guru team and works closely with educators and teams to support real-world use of touchscreen core. He'll walk you through how the screen is used confidently during lessons, meetings, and collaborative moments. Over to you, Mr. Janzeb.
Thank you, Ashil. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining today's OneScreen Touchscreen Code training webinar. Myself, Jahanzeb Liaquat, and over the next 90 minutes, I will guide you through the powerful tools, features, and tips to make most of your interactive display. Regardless, if you are an educator, corporate trainer, or a team leader, this session will help you to confidently navigate and leverage your touchscreen core for the maximum engagement. I will walk you through how to set up, how to navigate, how to effectively use the OneScreen touchscreen core in classroom meeting space or even in a meeting rooms. So before going into the training session, please note this is an interactive session. Feel free to drop your question in the chat and we will answer all of your question in the Q&A session. Now, what we are going to cover in this session about the OneScreen touchscreen core, hardware and software, user interface, Android system, built-in application, connectivity option, screen sharing option, and a lot of things, especially the newly introduced software, OneScreen account management system and device management system, which we call OneScreen control. And in the end, we will have a Q&A session. Now, if we start with about the OneScreen and the touchscreen core, OneScreen basically designed the technology solutions that empower our teams, classrooms, and organizations worldwide. OneScreen touchscreen core is all-in-one interactive flat panel display designed for education and collaboration. Now, the touchscreen core blends advanced features and processing capabilities with AI-powered application. Also, this OneScreen touchscreen core is EDLA certified, and you can say that you can have a direct access to the Google Play services. Now, as you can see, 4K display. If I grab the stylus pen, like 4K ultra high definition display with Android 14 EDLA certified and 8 GB of the RAM and 128 GB of internal storage. This makes this a powerful unit so that you can do the multitasking, and also It has comes with the processor, octa-core processor. Now, also one important thing is it supports the multi-touch so that you can have multi writing skills on this one. And as you said, I just grab the pen and I start writing on the screen. This is another interesting feature that we introduce in OneScreen touchscreen core. This is pen to annotate feature. Now, if I close this, everything written on the screen is removed. And same, if I want to write anything like OneScreen, I can simply grab the pen and I can start writing. Otherwise, I can just grab this duster or the eraser and I can remove everything from the screen. Now, as you can see, this is works best for the classrooms, training rooms, and the meeting rooms. Built-in OS system, multi-touch 4K display, and most importantly, supported by OneScreen Guru Live Support 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Also, we provide our sports for the Sundays as well. Now, if we can quickly jump into the hardware and the software side, once you purchase this unit, what are the accessories or the things that you will have with the screen? Now, inside the box, you will have the interactive flat panel based upon your required size, power cable, HDMI cable, touch cable, two dummy stylus pen, remote control, and you have an option to hang this giant Android tablet or the interactive flat panel on the screen by using the wall mount. Otherwise, if you want to prefer, you can have a mobile cart option as well. And the installation and the setup is a simple one. Just connect the power cable, turn on the rocker switch that is right beside the power cable, and boot the system. So once you turn on, you will properly have Android settings and the configuration options that we normally have on our Android devices and the smartphones. Once you done all of the configuration and setup, this is the user interface at the home screen that you will see. Now, as I cover the software side, 8 GB of RAM, 128 GB of internal storage, octa-core processor, multi-touch, 4K 4K ultra high definition resolution. And now, if you can look closely, what we have a dummy stylus pen along with a magnetic eraser, so that if you want to erase anything from the screen, you can have the option. Two front-facing speakers that combined gave you 40 watts of output, capable and suitable enough for a large classroom and the meeting rooms. And what else we have on the front side? As you can see, a camera is connected. This is the 4K camera, but yes, you have a wide range of cameras available on our website. And also you can contact with the sales for the, if you want to have another camera. This is a 4K one connected with the screen. And on the front side, we have few of the ports like the USB ports, HDMI port, touch port, and the power on button. Now, this is not the end for the ports. We have the ports on the back side, consist of the HDMI ports, LAN ports, and also you can have a VGA, SPD, IF port, RS232 ports, and all of these things are available in the back side as well as on the bottom back side of the panel. Now, as we cover the hardware side, as we cover the software side, now straightforward jump to the user interface. As this is the EDLA certified unit, we have the customization option available. If I click and tap on the screen, we have a home settings, widgets, and the wallpaper and style. Let's click and go to the wallpaper style. We can change the wallpaper, we can change the theme, we can change the icon, as well as we can change the grid, app grids as well. Now quickly swipe up and you will shift it back to the home screen. Same goes, click here, go to the widgets, and you can add multiple widgets on the screen. For example, I want to have a calendar, press and hold and place it here, and you can have your calendar on the screen. Now, in case if you want to add the applications that are normally you use in your daily routine life or in the classroom, you can have an option, just drag and drop, and you can place this application here. If you want to put it back into the toolbar, drag and drop, and this is how that is easy and the user friendly, because this is the same Android platform or the same Android environment you guys are familiar with. And same, if you want to remove anything, press and hold, drop to the remove, and that will be removed from your home screen. Now, if we talk about the operating system and the built-in apps, OneScreen cores run on the Android, which means you can get a familiar and the flexible environment. ETL is certified, which means you can have access, direct access to the Google Play services, Play Store, Gmail, Google Chrome, and etc. And if you talk about the pre-installed application, OneScreen Write, OneScreen Share for wireless screen sharing, OneScreen Engage, OneScreen Account Management System, OneScreen Control for the device management, and a lot of other applications for the education sector like the QuizWiz, Scribe, Supernote, Lesson AI, and a lot of other applications that we will cover throughout this training session. Now, for the classroom, the collaboration feature. Lesson recording, screen recording, audio, video, captions, on-screen annotation that I have shown you by just grabbing the pen and start writing on the screen. And you can have the you can on-screen annotation on any of the source. Also export to the Google Slides, PPTs, share to the cloud drive. You can file share option through the email, QR code, and also as this is the EDL certified, so that you have a security, much enhanced security, device management, personal accounts, data privacy, and much more things that we will cover throughout this session. Now, if we talk about this one, you will see uh, OneScreen account. That was the basic one, the important thing that we have in our previous models, but this is the enhanced one with the another interesting features. If I click here, you will see I have my OneScreen account as well as I have my Google account logged in. First time, it will ask you to log into your Google account, and other time, whenever you log in, it will be log in all of your Google accounts. You don't need to again and again go and enter your login credentials. As you can see, I just opened the Play Store, and you'll see my account is logged in. Same, if I drop here and go to the Chrome, you will see my accounts are already logged into here. Now, this is not the end. Previously, OneScreen accounts was created manually. What we have to do is open the file, fill up the fields, and after that, our account will be created one by one. Now, as this is just supported by single sign-on feature, also we have another interesting solution that is good, you can say that beneficial for the IT administrator, so that they can have a proper web console and they can control all the OneScreen account and the account management properly through the AMS, which is account management system. Now, quickly, if I go to the account management console so that I can show you how we can actually control the accounts, create the accounts, and each and everything. For that, let me just stop screen share here and again share my screen, entire screen, and share. Let me know when you guys can see my laptop display. Okay, let's just minimize this. And now, this is the web console that we will be needing in order to manage the accounts. Now, best and suitable for IT administrator. Why? They have an option and they can create the multiple accounts simultaneously in case your organization headcount is more than 200, 300. You have an option and you can just fill up the data in the Excel sheet, upload that sheet, and that will be start sending the meeting invites on the email addresses. And once you hit the join, your account will be successfully created. Now, as you can see, this is the web console from where the IT administrator, the account management, the account manager can manage the users. As you can see, a list of the users who are actually joined with this organization. And if someone failed to join, you can have a remind option and you can send a reminder email so that that person can receive an email and he or she can join again. Now, inviting users are, you can say that also easy task. Just enter the email address and the name, which is optional. But if you want to enter the name, you have an option and you can add. Otherwise, for example, you want to create 3 accounts. You have an option, you can create the 3 accounts. Now, Talking about the bulk one, you want to create an account for the more than 50 or 100 or 200 accounts. You have an option. You can download this template into your laptop. Once you have a download in Excel file, fill up the information like the email address, name, and upload this file here and click on the invite and you will see all of the users will start receiving the emails in their inbox. And once they hit the join, they will be listed here. Now, this is not the end. As we said, this is the account management system. What also we can do, we can manage the users at any point. Any of your staff left the organization, you can just simply open the web console, go to the specific record or the name, click on the remove, and you have an option and you can remove that person from this organization so that the person won't be able to use that screen. Now, same goes for the administrators, like your organization IT team. One would be act as a super admin and the rest you can add the sub users, the sub admins like this. As you can see, we have a list of the sub admins, and adding a sub admin is also a simple task. Just enter the email and that particular person receive an email in their inbox. Okay, this is not just the end for the OneScreen account. Previous model, TL7, we have the option either we have to use the login credentials so that we can enter and we can log into our OneScreen account so that we can have a one-click access to our digital content available on our cloud storages. Now, we have come up with another interesting solution at the feature set, which is the sensor box, which is not included in the standard option at the package. But if you want to add one, you have an option and you can buy the sensor box as well. What will happen once you have the sensor box? You will receive the NFC cards. You can associate this NFC card with any of your account. You can just tap this to the NFC sensor box, and after that, what will happen? Your account will simultaneously logged into your touchscreen code. You don't need to scan the QR code. You don't need to enter the login credentials. You just tap this card in front of the sensor box, and your account will be logged on. Same, tap it again, and you will be logged out from the screen. Okay, that was how we can use a sensor box, how we can do the management. Now, AMS at the account management system, not just restricted or you can say that bound with these two things, we have a proper NFC card section. The RT administrator has an option and he can associate maximum three NFC cards with OneScreen account. At any point, if you want to associate any card or unbind any card, go to the web console, go to the NFC card section, click on the NFC card manage like this, and you have an option, enter the serial number. And after that, you will be able to bind a specific NFC card with that specific account. At any point you want to unbind, you have an option, click on the unbind, and this card will stop working. Now, this is the one way that the IT administrator can bind the card. Otherwise, you have an option on the screen in case if you want to bind an NFC card, you have an option. You want to delete, you have that option. If you want to bind a new one, click here. It will ask you for your password for the OneScreen account. Once you hit enter the password, it will ask you to enter the serial number of the NFC card. Once you enter all of these information, that card will be bind with that account. Just to give you a quick recap, we can associate the cloud drive as well as the OneDrive. Our OneScreen account supported by the Google as well as the Microsoft. If your organization already have the accounts, already have the cloud drives, you can bind it with your OneScreen account and you can start using this. Just swipe up, go to the home screen, and if I, let's see, drive, click here, as you can see, once this will open, you will see my cloud drive available on the screen once I logged in to my OneScreen account. At any point, if I logged out, what will happen? All of my accounts will be logged out from the screen and no one will be able to use my account. Now, again, this is not the end for the AMS. Question is how we can associate our screen with OneScreen account management system. For that, what we have to do is we have to go to the settings, go to the admin panel. Let me just quickly sign out from my OneScreen account. And I will show you how we can associate the touchscreen core with OneScreen. Let me just quickly start the desktop sync so that you guys can see the screen user interface. Accept it. And let me stop share laptop and this. All right. So you guys can see the screen now clearly. But go to the settings. I have to go to the admin panel, enter the password, and scroll down, and we have a AMS option. Click here, and it will ask you to enter the password, which is enter. Turn on the OneScreen AMS and click here. Log. Now, once you activate the OneScreen account management system on the screen, you have an option. You can restrict the users. Only the particular users who will have the OneScreen account will be able to use this screen. Otherwise, not an ordinary user will be able to use the screen, so that we can restrict the user so that they won't be able to misuse the screen. Now, as this is how we can have this. And if I quickly grab the NFC card, tap it to the NFC sensor, and you will see how my OneScreen account is logged into the OneScreen touchscreen code. Now, as I am account holder, I can use the OneScreen touchscreen code. And now, if I want to show you guys, let me just quickly share my laptop screen. Okay. Okay. The next option that we have is the OneScreen, in which what we can do, we can have the list of the available screens so that we can manage the screens at any point. If we want to activate the OneScreen account, we have this option. And now, if I quickly tap the card again, log out from the screen will be shifted back to AMS like this. Now, what the IT administrator can do at any point, if he wants to deactivate the AMS, just turn off this option and screen will be shifted back to the default position. Now, anyone can comes into the classroom or the meeting room and he or she will be able to use the screen. Now, if I turn on this option again, screen will be shifted back to the AMS. Now, question here is, sometimes happens in the classroom, visiting teachers comes in who don't have the OneScreen account. So how that particular teacher or the visitor can be able to use the screen. Now, we have a guest mode option. If I turn on this guest mode option, what will happen? We will be having a guest mode appears on the screen like this. Right besides the admin, we have a guest mode. Click here and the guest mode will be activated. And guest can use the screen. Now, one last thing, that the account management system do previously. If someone is doing anything on the screen, that can be stored in their OneScreen account. Now, what we have done, we have proper, you can say that allocated space for the users based upon your internal storage. If I'm an account holder and I'm doing certain things on one screen, what will happen? I can do rest of the things like use the, okay. Let me just quickly again. Okay, the share one. Desktop saying connected and start desktop. Okay, for the account management system, disable this mode so that we can start using the screen in the default one. And now connected, start saying accept this so that you guys can see the screen in more clear way. Okay, I believe you guys can see the shared view now, right? Okay. Now, just a quick recap for the account management system. You can do the account settings, user management. You can have an option and you can do the admin. You can add the sub-admins. You can have an option and you can control the screens. You can activate the AMS guest mode. Also, you can bind, unbind the NFC card and many other things. Now, each of the account holder will have a dedicated space based upon your internal storage, and the things will be stored in a specific storage area, right? No one will be able to see if I am logged into the OneScreen touchscreen core and I am doing something in the right application or downloading anything that won't be visible to the rest of the account holders. Not will be these things will not be stored in the internal storage. So I believe if you guys have any sort of question related to the OneScreen account, single sign-on feature or the account management console, you can drop your question in the chat and we will answer your question into the Q&A session. Now, as you can see, we have covered the user interface, OneScreen account, and then we have this floating window. As I said, we have a wide range for the traditional connectivity, HDMI cables, touch cables, so that you can connect your personal devices and you can start mirroring or the screen share onto the devices by using the cable option or the traditional option. Now, if we talk about the wireless options that we have, this is the floating window that belongs to the one screen share. If I hit there and go to here, you will see this is the user interface for the one screen wireless screen sharing option, which we call one screen share. What this actually do? In order to connect your personal devices, like your smartphones, your MacBooks, your Chromebooks, your Windows devices, without using any sort of cable, you can wirelessly connect it with the screen. So for the first time user of the interactive flat panel, we have incorporated the user guide. All of the steps mentioned here, if you want to download this application, just scan this QR code and you will be able to download this application. After that, connect it to the specific Wi-Fi network, enter the 6-digit code that can be visible here. And after that, you will be able to connect your personal device with the OneScreen unit. Now, at any point, user came into the organization at the school and he wants to share his laptop or the personal device onto the screen, but he don't want to install the OneScreen share application on his personal device. So for that, what we have a webcast option. You need to open a browser, write share.onescreensolutions.com, enter the 6-digit code, and you will be able to connect your personal device with the screen. For the in case of iOS and the Mac one, click here. For the iPhones, you have a mirroring option, the screen mirroring option. And for the Mac one, you have an AirPlay option. Same. If you go to the Chrome OS or the Chrome browser, you have all the procedure mentioned here, how you can cast your personal device to the OneScreen account. Oh, sorry, OneScreen share. Now, if you want to use the webcast option, you need to turn on this. Otherwise, you won't be able to use the webcast option. So one option is you can use the OneScreen share application in order to connect your personal device. Second is the webcast, so that you, without installation of any application, you can connect your personal device. Third is the Miracast. You can say that the Windows K option that we normally used, you can connect with the screen. And lastly, you can have the Chromecast option. Now, devices segment gives you the information about the list of the connected devices. You can have a proper options. You can enable, disable, you can turn on and off. You can have an option. You can forget any of the device. In the menu one, we have three options. One is screen group option. Let's take an example in case OneScreen touchscreen core is in auditorium in a large meeting room in which more than 200 or 300 participants are available. Now, the screen available in the front won't be able to seen by the persons who are at the back of the auditorium. Normally, what happens in that case is the management will put two, three other screens at the center, left side, or the right side, and one on the end of the auditorium. So the screen group option will help you. You can have the front screen as a main screen, and the rest of the two or three screens that are in the middle or in the back side, you can connect and join them as a secondary screen. What will happen? Once you done this one, what you are doing on the main screen will be visible to the rest of the screens, right? Again, if I hit there, press there, menu, and then we have a settings option. Okay, the quick connection options that was previously available with the previous model TL7. And then we have other option, connect with a different Wi-Fi. Suppose you have an ISP, you have two options for 2.4 and 5.0 frequency. One device is connected with 2.4, second is connected with the 5.0. Still, you will be able to replicate or connect. We have added a Bluetooth option so that in the radius of 30 feet, if your device is near the screen, you can easily recognize the screen and you can connect. Permission mode is the same, and the added advantage with the OneScreen code, now you can able to control the touch on the iPad as well. You can put a lock on the settings, and previously the limit was 9 devices simultaneously displayed on the OneScreen touchscreen core, but now it is increased to the 31. Next, we have a Chromecast, AirPlay, Miracast devices option. Turn on this. You can rename the change. You can change this refresh code. And if you want to minimize or close this, you can close it like this. Go to the normal one. Okay. Now, if I quickly show you guys my laptop screen. All right, the share.onescreensolutions.com, and so I believe you guys can see my laptop screen, right? Okay, this is a webcast option. Just write the share.onescreensolutions.com, enter the 6-digit code here, and you will be able to connect with the screen. Now, the second, if you have installed the OneScreen Share application, these are the options that once you connected with the screen, either you can have the screen share option, otherwise you can have a desktop sync option so that you can have the screen user interface onto your personal device. You can have an option send the file. You have a privacy desktop. You can add any specific application at any point. If you mistakenly open that application, that won't be seen to the rest of the audience available in a room or the conference room. Hide the notification option in the last device sync. Now, let's take a use case. You are initiating a Google Meet or the Zoom meeting from your laptop, and you want to use the camera that is actually connected with the touchscreen core. By using the OneScreen share application, you can sync the camera and the microphone associated with the screen, and you can use that into your personal devices and in a sharing medium. That was for the all for the OneScreen share. If I just click here and start share the desktop and okay, cancel this and click here. Now I have selected the screen. I'm connected with the screen, and if I click here and share the desktop, I have to accept the invite, and after that, you will see my laptop screen on the OneScreen touchscreen code. This is how that is simple. At any point, you want to close it, close. Again, open the OneScreen share application, connect it, go to the desktop sync, and accept this request. And you can see the, okay, is it visible to you guys? Okay. Now, this is how you can have the screen user interface on your personal device. Okay, let's stop share and can select this. All right, so you guys can see the screen as well as you can see the, yeah. Now, the left option that we have on the screen is none other than OneScreen Guru application. For that, what we have to do is, let me show you guys that if I connect the camera or close this application, click here. Now, OneScreen, if you have a OneScreen product, you have an unlimited support team available for you guys in case if you have any sort of issue with the screen, you wanted to know about any specific software, you wanted to schedule a training session, demo session. If you're facing any sort of difficulty or you're stuck with any of the options, you have the live Guru Support guys available for you guys. These are the real human beings that are just a one single call away from you. You have multiple options to connect with them: video call options, audio call option. If you want to send a chat message, you have the options and you can connect with them by using this Guru application. This is not just the end for the support team to connect. You can connect with the Guru support team by using the WhatsApp numbers. You can send them the email in case you want, and we can support you at any time if you want. No, that was all for the OneScreen user interface, hardware side, software side, and the uh, application are the options that we normally have on the screen. Now, what we have the easy menu access from this side, also from this side. Basic options back so that you can back one step home, so that you can shift it back to the home, recent, so that you can see about the recent application open on the screen. And then we have the right, Explorer, apps, annotation, menu for the switching of the source. And as I said, the OneScreen touchscreen core is blend or have the capabilities and can have the AI capabilities. So in the menu section, quickly go to the home and AI section. What we have few of the AI applications like the AI bot, Scribe, QuizWiz, Smart Select, and Lesson AI. Let's start one by one and start with the AI option, Smart Select. At any point, if you turn on this option, you will see a purple ribbon throughout the line, and you can select anything. Like, let me just select this Guru one, and you have an option, copy this, you can share it via email, you can directly insert it into the right, you can search it on the Google, and also you can ask, what is this picture? And you can use the Ask AI so that the AI chat box will let you know about the specific image. As you can see, image is attached, and let me write, what is this? So we have the results and about this, and it will let you know that this is a Guru Sport icon. And also, if you want to uh, touch screen core, right? And it will refer you to the technology about the touch display and many of the other information. Also, once you have a mic is connected, you can have give them the voice commands as well. Now, the interesting point is you can have an option, you can minimize it, and you can drag and drop to the any of the part of the screen, and you can use it later. But at any point, if you click the close, it will remove all of your chat history like this. And now if I open it again from the application section and AI chat box, it will set, let's get started again. Now, once you close it and it's the first time you are opening the AI chat box, you need to enter your name, you need to enter your role as a teacher or the student so that the AI chat box can give you the suggestions or the feedback or the data about your role. If I select the teacher, I have an option and I can select the grade, for example, 8th grade, and I want to know about something about science. Hit science, hit this. Okay, let me write the name, Jahanzeb, and continue. Now, suppose let me ask, what is solar system? Now, it will give me the information about the solar system based upon the selection as I selected as a teacher and I have selected the grade so that it will give you the information about the selected grade as well. Now, let's just quickly hit close and yes. Now, then what we have, as we said, that we OneScreen is not just the manufacturer of the interactive flat panels. We are, you can also set develop the softwares that help the education sector, especially for the teachers. Okay, let me just quickly close this, go to the home screen as I'm a teacher and I want to use my OneScreen account so that all of my accounts will be logged in. What I can do, I can just simply click here, sign in option, right there, scan the NFC card. My OneScreen account will be logged in. And once my account will be logged in, I will show you that how we can use the different applications that we have. All right, my account is logged in. If I go to the Google Chrome, okay, as a default one. Now, as I said, we have different platforms so that we can give the ease to the teachers, especially for the education sector. When teacher is trying to prepare the lesson so that he can deliver the lecture into the class, we have come up with the solution, which is the lesson.ai. Okay. All right. This is the platform. As you can see, my account is logged in. And what we can do, we have an Explore library. We have a built-in more than 7,500 presentation of the lectures available in this segment. What I can do, I can simply write here Click here to generate a lesson. And once this will be loading, for the select one, science, select the language as English, and topic would be the solar system generation. It will, okay, the science one, language for English, and the topic is solar system. And I want to generate the outline for this topic. It will take some time. It will generate the outline for me. Teacher has an option and teacher can move back and forth. If you want to add a slide, he has an option. If you want to add an option, delete anything, he can do these things. And once we done this, click on the generate slide so that we can have a proper presentation and we can have about a specific topic based upon the selection of the grade. This is how we can use the lesson AI beneficial for the teacher, especially preparing a lesson so that he can deliver into the class. If I see, show you guys, this is how it looked like. And same, explore library. If you want to search about the available options, you can have an option. You can create your lesson. You can create the select and the subject based upon your selection or the teaching style. Or if I go to the my lessons, you will see created one is the 7. Yes, you can see we have a multiple sessions and multiple options. I can download this presentation. This will be downloaded, and in the future I want to use this one. I have an option and I can choose it. Now, quickly, if I go to the home screen so that we can cover up about the OneScreen drive, which is the built-in whiteboard. Okay, click here, go, and let me just quickly go to the menu option. And what we will do, let's just change the background. Like we have a proper theme option. If teacher is having a music class, he can put the theme. Mm, okay. At any point, if you want to do a background, you can change the color like this. And let's just select this one, template to the none, and click here. Okay. Now, let me just go to the home screen, sign out from here. Okay. All of my accounts are logged out. And what I can do, I can just open the OneScreen share application so that I can do the desktop sync and you guys will be seeing the crystal clear view of the screen. Okay, let me select this, connect it, go to the device sync option, hit accept. Yeah, now if I do the screen share option, this one, and you will be able to see a crystal clear view of the screen like this. Now, we were discussing about the OneScreen, right? If I click here, what options we have? Previously, if you are a user of a touchscreen TL7, you know most of the options. But if we quickly go to the menu side, we can open new file. We can open the already existing file, save as, import and export options. We have 5 different options for the import one: image, PDF file, scalable vector graphics file, IWB, and okay, let me just select here and select this PDF form, and you will see the PDF will be inserted into the OneScreen right like this. Now I can have an option. I can do this. And from the page control, I want to copy the second slide. Okay, let's go to the second one. Copy this, move back here. And you can see I have one second slide. And if at any point I want to delete any of the available options, I can delete this. Now select this. As we said, we have a resize option. Now, Rest of the option is export one, so that you can have the image PDF scalable vector graphics option and the interactive whiteboard file, so that in case if you want to use it in the future, you have this option. Same goes for the cloud one. Theme, so that you can change the color, place the themes. And in the last, what we have the sharing option, so that you can share it, save this file, and you will be able to save it via the email. Otherwise, we have a QR code option. Once the teacher has done with the lecture, now teacher wants to share the content that is available on the OneScreen, right? Hit the QR code. And once this will prepare the QR code, you can scan this QR code, and after that, you will see this option on your personal devices like your smartphone. As we have incorporated the 30 pages of the PDF file, it will take some time, but yes, eventually it will prepare a QR code so that you can scan and get this document on your personal devices. If I click here, this is how you can get after scanning this one. Now, the rest of the options that we have, the new options, eraser is the simple one, clean is the simple one, ruler is so that we can have the multiple. Let me just quickly drag draw the line. You can have these options. Click here. Then we have a shape option so that you can have the 2D or the 3D shapes if you want to draw anything. As I said, the multi-touch options. We can have divide the screen into the two, three, or the four options, and I can write two, three, and same I can write using my finger on the screen so that the multiple users can start writing on the screen. Once you hit the back one, partition will be removed and you will be able to start continuing your lesson. Let's go to the last page. This one, click here and you can create unlimited pages, and you can have the page controls here, and at any point just hit the cross. You will be able to delete the pages. Now we have a browser option so that at any point, if you want to search anything from the OneScreen browser, what we can do, we can have a split option so that we can use the browser and also we can use this one. Now, by using the pen, I'm writing shoulder. And what I can do, I can use my finger, select, I can search, and I will see, you guys can see the results here. Now, as we were looking for the solar system, what you can do, it's giving me the results, and you can drag and drop the picture like this. At any point, you want to copy a text. I go to the all, and I want to copy a specific text. Okay, like this. Press and hold, and you will be able to select the content, drag and drop, and you will be able to insert it into here. Also, you can have an edit option. You can have an audio option. And if I play this, solar power, also known. Also, you have an option, and you can change the language into the different languages like this, as you guys can see. Otherwise, just select the image. You can have the multiple options, copy to, clone, delete. These are the options that we previously have. Now, mind map, previously we have notes. Now we have incorporated the camera so that at any point, teachers have a hard copy of a document and teacher wants to show that things are the information to the students. You can use the camera, you can capture the image, and after that, what will happen? You can show the content to the class on the same time. Okay, move is a simple one. Click here and you will be able to move the content written on the screen. Then in the more section, you have a grid option and we have incorporated the formula bar. Suppose teacher is delivering a lecture and he has to enter a complex equation. Teacher can have an option like the cos, sorry, hit here, cos 45, hit there, and teacher can insert an equation like this. Now, the important point is it will won't resolve your equation. For the resolution, teacher has to resolve this or the student. Otherwise, this options gives you the benefit and you can able to enter a complex equation during the class. We have a simulations option if teacher is having any sort of lecture, and teacher can use the balancing act, for example. And what we can do, we have real-time simulations, and teacher can practically demonstrate the lecture by using these simulations from the OneScreen right. Okay, let's try to go to the game and level 1. Okay, 15 kg and 15 kg and check. And this is how teacher can demonstrate, have simulations about any specific topic. Now, if I close this one and go to the more section, what we have the elements. Teachers can, if the teacher is discussing about the elements, he can select multiple uh, elements and he can insert it into the OneScreen right. Now, interesting thing, hit there and it can give you the rest of the information about the specific element, like the magnesium, atomic number, mass, structure, atomic diagram, and rest, we have the redo undo button, text button, and we have incorporated the lesson built-in library so that at any point, teacher can apply the filter, select the grade, select the subject, and after that, teacher can have the uh, lessons about the specific topic based upon the grade. Just quickly view the presentation. You can just view the lesson and you can directly insert this into the OneScreen right. Like this, refreshing 8, 9, 10, and click here. You will see we have the pages and you can go to the other and teacher can quickly generate a lesson, deliver that lesson into the OneScreen, into the class. And once teacher has delivered the lecture. Now, what will happen if teacher wants to assess the classroom about a specific lecture? We have another interesting tool, which is OneScreen quiz Whiz. Okay, what we can do, teacher has an option, and once teacher has logged into the OneScreen account, he can choose his account. Otherwise, go to the browser and okay, without an account, and right here, quiz, search, and teacher can instantly create a quiz based upon the topic discussing into the class. And what we can do, we teacher can conduct a quiz on the same time at the end of the class. Now, what are the options we can do? We can copy and paste text. If we have a web URL, we can use this. Otherwise, we can upload a file. For example, let's just enter to the click here to the topic and okay, not this one, topic and write solar system. Multiple choice, medium, generate a quiz. Now, you will see I just enter the topic name and we have a quiz generation and you can see the question as well as you can see the answers. If you want to change it at any point, if you want to delete any specific answer, you have an option. Otherwise, you can have the AI assistance. And if you want to rephrase or change the question, you can have an option. and you can make some changes as per your choice. Now, once the quiz is done, I want to rephrase this question. This was the question, and I want to use this one and select here. This question will be rephrased. At any point, if I want to change the arrangement, first question on the third one, you can have an option and you can drag and drop these ones. Now, if I click on the share and the save one, what we can do, we can save this quest, we can save into the PDF form, text form. Also, we can directly incorporate with the Google Forms. If any of the LMS system available in the organization or the school, you can directly integrate with the LMS as well. Now, as you see, creation of the lecture is the simple one if teacher is using the lesson.ai. Now, teacher wants to conduct a quiz, choose the quiz with, generate the instant quiz, and conduct this quiz into the class. Once we teacher has done with the quiz with the conducting of the quiz, what we can do, what interesting feature is one screen class, which we call known as one screen engage. Once teacher has delivered the lecture, quiz will be available. What teacher can do, create instant class so that the users of the available participant or the students can join this class. And if I click here, teacher has the option voter, responder, selector, message, and the manager. If I click here, okay, teacher can have an option and teacher can begin with this option as none of the users are available in the engaged one. But yes, if the class is joined this one, teacher can conduct instant selection of the student, randomly select the student. Also, if I click close this one, finish this first, and you will see the statistic like this. Also, you have a responder option. You can select this and anyone from the class can accept it from their device and he can answer the question. Okay, let's just exit this. And as we are running short on the time, and let me just quickly go to the another interesting feature, which is super notes. Hmm. Now, teacher create a lecture, teacher conduct the quiz, and now teacher is having a sort of a feedback that the students at the week they need to focus on the improvement. What we can do, we have an option, super notes. Now, teacher can record the session by using the record options. And what we can do, he can put these things into the super node and he can generate the AI summaries about a specific topic. All right, let me sign into my OneScreen account so that we can use this platform in more efficient way. Okay, it will take time, but yes, once my account will be logged in, I will show you how easy we can do the things. All right, account is logged in. Go to the Chrome. Now, if I go to the Supernotes, what actually Supernotes do? It will create the AI summaries based upon your topic selection. It will create the flashcards. It can generate the quizzes, and also it will create the revision guide so that at any point, students wants to prepare themselves for the upcoming exams, they can use the super notes. Now, the options here is we can upload a video. We can import a video from the YouTube. Also, we can start the screen recording. Once we done the screen recording and we want to have AI summaries about the specific things that we record. Otherwise, we have a PDF option. We can select the PDF, click here, select the file, and what will happen? For example, let me just select this PDF one, showing all the pages. here, hit here, and click upload. This will be uploaded. Just to save time, I already have a few of the things that are created into the super notes. Just go to the library side and I will show you the AI summaries created about the solar systems. For example, if I click here, now you will see AI summarized summary about the solar system topic. You can make the revision, and also you can have an option flashcard. You want to generate the flashcard, you have an option and you can generate the flashcards like this. You want to have a quiz, you can have the options practice mode as well as the test mode. Also, you can enable the chat assistance so that it can give you the benefit if you are doing the quiz. Say your exams is in the next week, you want to prepare a specific topic. Let's take an example of the solar system. You have a revision guide and you can do the revision so that you can prepare for the exam. This is not just giving you the flashcard quizzes or the revision summaries. Once you conduct the quiz, it will give you the information based upon your quiz that you need to prepare this specific thing or the specific paragraph or the topic from the lecture. Also, it will give you the assessment about your uh, learning as well. So, so far we have discussed the AI tools, lesson, AI, write, quiz, once in engage, supernode. Now, teacher wants to deliver a lecture and also he wants to record that thing and also he want to real-time translation and transcription so that if any of the student who won't be able to understand the English, teacher has an ability by using the touchscreen core, he can simply translate real-time whatever he's speaking in the English, translation will be done into the Arabic one. For that, we have a OneScreen scribe, real-time translation, transcription, and also you are able to record the screen as well. Okay, allow and save. Okay, these are the three options that we have: transcript, translate, and record. Otherwise, you have a translate and transcript and translate, and the last option is record. Now, if I quickly select this one option and start here, start now, and once you hit the start, you have an option. Click here, English one. Now, if I am speaking in the English, you can see the real-time transcription into the English, but now I want to change it. I have an option. Go to here, open the application, and let me just stop the session so that we can make some changes. Discord this. Okay, confirm. Go to the settings. I want to spoken language as a English and translation language to be in Arabic, right? And now go to the home and start the lecture like this. Once the session is start, what we have an option English and Arabic. Now, if I'm saying anything in English, you will see the real-time transcription available onto the screen in Arabic, so that the any of the students available in the classroom who don't know about the English, he can has the real-time transcription into the Arabic, and he can do these things that the get the things that teacher is delivering on the same time. Now, the interesting thing is once teacher has done with the lecture, you can have this option and you can just go to the here and at any point you want to hide it, you can hide the transcription. If you want to pause the recording, you have an option and you can pause the recording. Otherwise, pause the transcript will be paused. Say if you want to stop the session, click here and otherwise open the application option. Now you can see real-time transcription. Suppose teacher is having a lecture for the solar system, and you can see all of the translation into the English as well as into the Arabic. Now, I want to stop the session. Screen recording stop, session record. You can rename this if you want. Otherwise, teacher has two different options. Create an instant quiz so that he can analyze the class progress. Otherwise, you can have an option and you can generate the super notes. And after that, once you have created the super notes or the quiz, you can conduct the quiz. You can share the AI summaries with the students so that that can be helpful for the exams at the end of the term. Otherwise, you can proceed and you have a library section and it will be stored into the library, right? At any point, if you want to go to the revision, you can have a transcript, topics, summary, English one, as well as click on the Arabic and you will have the Arabic summary, topic, and the transcript as well. Now, these are the helpful tools, especially for the education sector. Lesson preparation, conducting a quiz, having an AI summary so that the students can prepare for the exams. And in the last, as we said, we have the account management system as well as we have a device management system, which we call one screen control, so that we can control the screens. Now, let me give you a short introduction about the one screen control. What you can do, the IT administrator, by sitting in their office, they have a capability. They can control the screens. They can perform the certain things like the if they want to install any application, if they want to disable any application, want to change the wallpaper, want to send a message. We have a lot of things that we can do by using the one screen control. Now, for that, what we have to do is go to the one screen control application, enroll the screen with the account. As you can see, this is already connected with an account. Also have a detect option. We have a few settings. You can turn on and off these options and the about, so that if you want to know about the update version on the here, otherwise you can update it from here. Now, this device is connected with my web console from where I can control the screen. Let me quickly stop share and again share my laptop screen so that you guys can see the web console that we have for this application. All right, the one screen control. This is the web console that you guys can see. We have a dashboard. Let me quickly go to the dashboard and we have a list of the information, online trends. We have the information about the device usage, app usage, and many other things. Now, uh, in order to have a detailed session about the one screen account management system as well as for the one screen control, what you guys can do, you can schedule a dedicated training session for the one screen control, one screen account management system. These are software that normally take at least an hour to cover each and everything. But let me quickly show you few of the things. If I quickly go to the device list, and okay, this is the screen that is connected and you can see this screen. I can simply select the command. I can do the wallpaper change. I can change the boot logo. For the messages option, I can send a text message, multimedia. If I want to play a video on the screen, I can push the file that will be wirelessly stored on the screen. If you have a live channel at the podcast, you can use, otherwise you can use the URLs that can be displayed on the screen. Power on, power off, screen off, reboot, bell, screen lock, touch lock, and many other things. So the most interesting feature that is suitable for the IT administrators is the screen control. Let's just have a screen control option. And let me sign out from here. And also, let me stop this. Okay. Once we will be shifted to the default mode on the screen. All right. Now, I want to have a screen control. Let me just exit here and refresh. Oh, sorry. Go to the screen control, press screen control. Okay, this is the option. Screen is control. Let me just refresh this one so that, and again, go to the, once this will be done, okay, devices. This is the device one screen core, and you can see the real-time view. And if I click the screen control now, at any point, if you see that anything is not working, these are the options. Okay, allow this. Otherwise, what you can do, you can have a one screen control application and you have a detect option. In case if you won't able to control or get the access of the screen, just go through these settings, click on the detect, it will check your network, it will check the core services status and the memory and the storage system, and it will let you know that if there is any sort of the issue, you can look into it, otherwise it will start working. Now, as you can see, screen user interface on my laptop, I can have an option, device power on, off, or the restart or the reboot option. I can put a lock on the screen. Just to give you an idea, let's just select this time for 2 minutes and send a command. Command is sent from my end, and you will see screen is locked. Now, no one can use the screen until unless you have to enter the password, or once the time will be the 17:53, it will automatically locked out, unlock. Now, let's just save the time and click the password, and you will see screen is unlocked. Now, at any point you want to disable the touch, just disable the touch. No one will able to use any of the application or anything. At any point you are clicking touch, Google, sign in option, menu bar, it's not working, right? Now, you can have an option. You can control the input switches or the sources. You can control the brightness. You can change the volume. You can go into the processes or the open files. And once you hit the exit, the screen control will be stopped. You can have the real-time screen view. Now, also, you have a device group option. If you want to perform these commands and execute the things on the multiple devices simultaneously, device group option is available. And let me just quickly give you an overview about the advanced features that are available. Profiling features. You can combine the multiple commands based on your protocols, and you can associate these things with the screens. You can have the applications, you can enable, disable multiple applications, you can install applications, and you can control the input switches, you can update the firmware of the screen, you can update the one screen share application. Also, you have record for your in schedule histories, whatever the commands that you have executed on the screen, and more importantly, resources and the library, so that you can add images, videos, audios, applications, certificates, and many other things at any point you want to use. You can do this. So one other thing, apps. At any point you want to disable any application, install any application. Go to the app section. These are the available options in the library. Click the install, select the specific screen, and that application will be installed. For the app management, you can have an option. For example, I want to go to, okay, search for the Guru, and I want to disable this on the screen that we have, the one screen core, and disable. Now I have sent the command, and let's see, is it working? Oh, as you can see, you can disable this application. Now, same goes at any point you want to enable this application, select enable, select the screen like the one screen core. and select enable, and you will be able to use the application again. That is the major difference that we have with the previous model. Again, at any point, if you want to have a customized dedicated session for your team, your staff members, you can contact with the Guru support. You have this option, Guru. You can contact through the Guru application. You can send us an email. You can contact with us on the WhatsApp channel. Also, to give you more access, make your lives more easy, we have come up with a solution with is the My OneScreen app, so that you can have the details about your device. You can have the videos about this. Also, you have, let's just go step by step. Device gives you the warranty status as well as the registration status. Announcement, any upcoming announcement about any specific thing, you have these options. For the resources section, you have the videos about the specific model. Also, you have a user manuals so that you can review them. Now, at any point, you want to update about software. Also, you want to check the updates on the available applications. You have this application one stop and you can do all of the things. Now, more importantly, if I go to here and you can see this section, now select your region. For example, MEA and Africa, and hit the continue. What will happen? By using this option, you can contact with the Guru Sport and you can schedule a training. You can enter the email address, subject your query, you can send it, and we will be able to contact with you guys. Also, as you can see, we have our numbers, WhatsApp number, our email address, and also you can type your message there. For example, I need help. Click here, and you can send this message. Associate any of your email address so that we can reach you back, or the phone number so that we can call you back. And for example, write Jahazeb at the rate one screen solutions.com. Click inside. Now the message will be sent. It will be received in my email inbox, and I can have the information about the screen. Previously, what will happen if the customer connect with the support team? They will ask about the model, they will ask about the serial number, and the many things about the application and the version. We will get these information by default. We will get your message, and we will have the proper resolution to your issue or the query. Say, at any point, you want to schedule a training session, demo session, you are stuck with anything, you can contact with the guru. Now, that was all for the OneScreen touchscreen core. And let me hand over this to Ashil so that we can quickly go to the Q&A session. Ashil, over to you.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Janzeb. So this brings us to the end of the core training. We have now opened the floor for questions. Feel free to ask anything related to touchscreen core.
All right, Ashil, do we have any questions?
Currently, we have one.
Mhm.
But the question is, while connected to OneDrive and trying to open a presentation, it says app not found. He tried to search for the PowerPoint app in the installed apps. However, he failed to find it. But when he opens a normal PDF file, that is opened. So he is requesting some help.
Okay, for the OneScreen account, as I said, we have a dedicated memory space for the account holders, right? So that if you have download anything into your account, that will always remain available for that specific account that won't be able to seen by the rest of the users of the screen. Also, that particular document won't be available in the internal storage of the screen due to the security reasons. You can say that if you have downloaded anything directly without signing into your account, You can download, store it into internal storage, and anyone or user of the screen can get these files as a document and can use it. For the cloud side, if you want to directly store it to the cloud, that is actually associated with your account and no one else will have access to these files.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Danzeb. We have another question, which is, can we annotate over PowerPoint presentations and videos?
Okay, let me just quickly go to the Explorer and see if we have, okay, we have a PDF document and I can grab the pen and start writing hello. I can select this and I can write anything on the screen. Same goes if I quickly swipe, open the YouTube application and I want to write anything onto the video. Okay, let's search about solar system and let's play this video. Okay, this one, full screen and time to annotate feature. So that means you can annotate on the PDF document, PowerPoint presentation. Also, you can write on any source, online source, as well as if you are playing any video from the internal storage, you can do annotation on the any of the source available. Any other questions?
Perfect. Yes, we do have a few. So we have a
Mhm.
question, which is, can we download third-party applications on touchscreen core?
As I said, this is the EDLS certified unit. Just directly go to the OneScreen, oh, sorry, the Play Store, log into your account, and after that, you will be able to download the third-party application by using the Play Store.
I have another question, which is, when you share the screen from laptop, can you
Mhm.
control the laptop screen from one screen monitor?
Exactly. We can control our personal devices from the screen. Also, we have an option and we can control the screen from our personal devices. But if we are controlling our laptop from the screen, we have to turn on the touch option from our laptop. If you want to control the screens from our personal device, we have to turn on the touch option from the screen.
Perfect. Another question we have is, what is the difference between HDMI and touch USB?
Okay, basically, once you connect the HDMI cable with your personal device, it can transfer the audio somehow or the video, or you can have your personal device user interface onto the OneScreen touchscreen core. But you cannot control that user interface on your personal device. Once you connect the touch cable with the uh, in a combination with the HDMI cable, you will be able to transfer the touch and you will be able to control your personal device from the screen if you have connected the HDMI cable along with the touch cable.
Perfect. We have another question, which is, can we log in using the mobile phone's NFC, or does it have to be an NFC card?
Well, we have the NFC card, but yes, any of the user already have the NFC card. Just enter the serial number of that NFC, and you can bind it with your account, and you can use it.
Right. The second part of the same question is, can we log in using the NFC of our mobile phones? So some Android devices also have NFC enabled in them. So would we be able to log in from that as well, or just the card?
You have an option. All we need is a NFC. Regardless, is it from your cell phone, you have a card, you have any other sort of device that supports the NFC, just enter the serial number and you can tap it to in front of the sensor box and you will be able to log into your account.
Thank you, Janjit. Another question we have is, why aren't all the applications embedded together in the one screen?
Well, we have multiple applications for the multiple users. For example, if we talking about the education side, we have a standalone application that can be accessible on the web so that teachers or the presenter sitting in their homes then create the lectures and everything, and he can came into the class and deliver the lecture. Otherwise, we have the application access from the menu, go to the AI chat box, and you can have an option and you can access the application.
Sorry. Mr. Goulet has requested to demonstrate the whiteboard functions for equation and shape recognition.
Let me just quickly open the OneScreen right once again, and I will show you, okay, no, a new file with, okay, so the question is equation.
Yes, and shape recognition.
Okay, for the shape option, we have 2D as the 3D one. And if I select this one and I want to draw the circle, it will automatically select and detect the shape, and we can have this one. Same, add to the new page. We can have a shape recognition. You can see. Now, for the equation one, we have a formula bar, and teacher has the alphabetic like the cos, sine, and these options. Also, we have alphabets. Also, we have the operations and the symbols that are normally used into the, you can say that different equations. For example, if I go to, I want to write sine, oh sorry, cos 5 plus 10, 10, and click here, this equation will be inserted. I can insert it into the right. Previously, what was the issue? If I write, sorry, let's go to the pen option. If I write cos 5 plus 10, so you can see we have a crystal clear option for the equation. Also, we have a handwritten option. That is hard to understand, but if you're using the equations, you can use it like this.
Mr. Goulet also shows some other features, so maybe we can show him the periodic table and the simulation that we have as well.
Okay, let me just go to the elements. As you can see, we have a complete periodic table. I want to select the lithium, magnesium, calcium, and I want to insert it into the OneScreen right. Now, what will happen if we are discussing about the lithium and teacher wants to let the students know about the mass structure or the further details about the lithium, hit there and you will see the atomic number of the lithium, you have the atomic mass, you have the atomic structure along with the atomic structure diagram, right? At any point, if you want to select, finger to select, delete it, and you want to insert more elements, you can have an option and you can even though insert multiple option and insert here like this. Go to the new page. And what was the other option? Okay, the simulations. Now we have an option physics, chemistry, math, earth sciences, and the biology. Let's focus on the physics one. And a teacher wants to have a lecture about the balancing art. We can have a simulation like this. Click here. And once this will be loaded, we can have multiple options like the introduction, message label. We can have the label options. We can enable, disable, none, ruler, marker. We can adjust also balancing lab option that these are the available options. You can drag and drop 15. You can drag and drop 20 here, and you can select the different levels. For example, 1 and 20 kg here, 20 kg here, and we'll see the reaction. Okay, try again. 20 kg here and 20 kg here. Check again, and you can easily using the simulation demonstrate a topic which was balancing lab. Also, you have a balancing lab, and for example, add 5 kg more here, and I want to check. Click here, and you will see the results like this by using the simulations, right? Physics, same goes for the chemistry one, for the math one, and you want to have an option, select the grade, elementary, middle, high school, university one, and you can have the simulations, right? Any other question? Hope I answered the question.
Another question we have is someone wanted to ask how they can do the split screen.
Hmm. Okay, as we have opened the one screen, right? This is the one application. Swipe up like this, and you have an option, split option. Click here, and I want to split it with to the YouTube so that I can deliver a lecture about a specific thing. Same, select solar system, and I can have a video. And I can deliver the lecture like this. At any point, you want to stop and make a full screen swipe here, and you will have a complete user interface of a one application.
Another question we have is what will be the difference of Active Directory and mobile NFC login?
All right. Normally, the organization uses the Active Directory so that they can easily manage the user accounts. So if the organization have the Active Directory, they can bind it or the integrated with the account management system. And once they created any new account on the Active Directory, that will be accessible onto the OneScreen account. Otherwise, you can have an NFC option and you can use and tap NFC to the sensor box and you can use it. As I said, this is not included into the standard package. It is an optional purchase, but yes, if you don't have the sensor box, you can enter your login credentials, you scan the QR code and you can log into the account. But yes, Active Directory can be integrated with account management system.
Right. Another question we have is how does OneScreen Quiz Biz help teachers?
Okay, suppose I am a teacher and I have delivered a lecture about the solar system, and now I want to have an instant quiz. I normally the creation of a quiz will take time, but in order to use the quiz with application, you just copy and paste. Otherwise, you can have an option. You can just upload the PDF document after tapping the few touch on the screen on your laptop. You will be able to create a quiz, and you can simultaneously conduct the quiz in the class. It will save teacher times. Also, it will save the lesson creation, quiz creation, and many other things. And you can conduct the quiz right after the delivering of a lecture.
Another question we have in terms of the simulations in the whiteboard is that do we have any electrical diagrams or electrical engineering material available?
Well, as I said, based upon the topic, as these are incorporated with the OneScreen, right? And this is why we have the subject-wise simulations. But yes, if we have any sort of request from our clients, we can do it in our future pipeline and we can incorporate the simulations as well. But currently, we have a subject-based math, chemistry, physics, biology, or the earth sciences.
Perfect. Another question we have is what feature touchscreen core offers offline when it is not connected to the internet?
Okay, as this is the interactive flat panel, right? So in that, in order to use the applications, normally you will be needing the Wi-Fi at the internet connection. Could be the Wi-Fi option, could be the Ethernet option. If you are not using the Wi-Fi or then you cannot download anything from the Play Store. You cannot install anything. You cannot control your devices from the setting in your offices. But yes, if you want to use the OneScreen, right, you can have an option and you can use it. But you won't be able to share it or the email the content with the team. Otherwise, if you can swipe up, you can have the application. For example, OneScreen control, need Wi-Fi, Chrome, Play Store, Gmail, YouTube, Chrome, calendar, browser, AI bot, Drive, lesson. You will see mostly applications will be needing the Wi-Fi. But yes, if you do not connect your screen with the Wi-Fi, you can have the rest of the application like the Paint one, all of the applications that won't be needing the Wi-Fi, you can use it onto the screen.
Perfect. Furthermore, another question we have is, can multiple people write at the same time?
As I said, yes, let me again quickly open the right, go to the new page and pen one. Okay. Let me turn off this one, select finger, and you will see I'm writing with two, four fingers, with three fingers, also with four fingers. You can see multiple people can write.
Perfect. Another question we have is, what if the touch is not working properly?
Well, you can disable the touch by using the one screen control, but somehow you have purchased a unit and it's manufacturing or the panel issue. Due to the panel issue, you won't be able to touch on the screen. Rest the screen is working fine, but you cannot touch on the screen. That is based just because of any of the hardware failure. Sometimes it happens during the transportation. Any of the reason touch can stop, but yes, you need to contact with the Guru Sport. We will look into the issue. We will resolve your issue spontaneously, and your issue will be resolved. Even though if we have to replace the screen, we will replace the screen. If that is within the warranty, we will try our level best and we will resolve your issues as soon as possible. Right? This is
Thank you,
not
Mr.
just because
Jandev.
of for
Another
the touch.
question.
Any sort of the issue with the screen, hardware issue, software issue, wanted to know anything, any sort of the issue, you stuck with any of the issue, contact with the Guru Sport and we will resolve your issue.
Perfect. Another question we have is that, is it possible for someone to access the screen from outside the classroom or outside the boardroom?
We have the multiple options. If we are talking about the controlling of the screen, we have a control option, and by sitting anywhere in the world, we can get the screen control and we can get the access. Now, if we talk about the share option, until unless you guys are connected with the same network, you have the 6-digit code, you can have an option and you can device sync and you can control the screen. But in order to control the screen by using this section, you have to give the permission from the screen so that you can control the screen on your personal device remotely. But yes, are various options.
Right. Another question we have is that, can we restrict students from accessing YouTube and other applications?
Well, as I show you guys that we have an option enabling and disabling of the applications, right? We can disable the application. Also, we can disable the URLs so that students won't be able to use the YouTube on the web pages as well. Also, we can restrict them to install the YouTube, right?
Another question we have over here is that, can we connect a document camera or a webcam to the screen?
Yes, you can. Let me just quickly uh, connect my camera with the screen so that you can see. Okay, let's just close this, right? Go to the recent one, close this application, close, otherwise swipe here and go to the right. Okay, before that, Let me go to the applications and camera. Okay, allow using. Okay, this is a standard option if you want to use the camera. Otherwise, you have an option, go to the one screen right. Teacher has a page that he wants to show to the audience. We have a camera option. Click here. Camera will be open. Take a picture. Click here, and you will be able to insert that picture into the right application. Take the picture, select here, and that picture will be inserted into the one screen right. I'm using 4K camera, track camera, but yes, you can use the document camera so that you can capture any of the image and directly insert into the one screen right.
Right. Another question we have is what different file formats can touchscreen core open?
Okay. Normally, we in our daily routine life, we deal with the text file, with the PDF, with the PPTs, audio files, or the video files, all are supported by the one screen touchscreen.
Another question we have is does OneScreen come with built-in models as well?
Like the built-in models for,
Built-in camera, my apologies.
okay, sorry, no, these are the optional one. Why? Uh, there are certain possibilities that due to any of the security restrictions, normally user won't prefer to have a built-in microphone and the camera, right? This is why we have an optional option. You can attach the external camera and the microphone if you need, and we have a wide range of different camera, and you can select it from here if you need a camera, but no built-in camera for the touchscreen core.
In continuation to this question, we also have a question is that is the OneScreen core compatible with third-party cameras as well?
Well, you have a wide range of USBs and the connecting ports, and you can, if you don't want to use the cameras that we are offering, you can connect the third-party camera at the any other vendor, and you can connect that camera with display, and you can use that.
Perfect. We also have a question is that how about laptop to screen mirroring and how can we use the touch of that?
All right, okay. Let me just quickly show you guys that if I click here, you will be see connected with this one, and let me see if my laptop is connected. All right. Let me open the OneScreen share application on my laptop. Okay, for that, let me stop share the devicing so that I can screen share my laptop, and also I will show you how I will be able to, okay, desktop all screen and the permission window accept. Now you can see my laptop, and also if I click here onto the share and I can see, you can see I can have an option and I can control, right? If I click here and minimize, you can see I can move back and forth by using this one. Also click here, maximize, and I can do this. Once from my laptop, I disable the touch like this. Now I won't be able to do anything onto the screen. This is how you can control your laptop from the screen.
Right. And do we need any cables for this or will this be wireless?
No, no, no.
And if it is
These are
wireless, do
the
we need any softwares for it?
okay. First, this is the wireless screen share option. You don't need any sort of the cable. You just need to be on the same network, and you will be able to use this. Now, for the application need, if you're using the OneScreen Share application, you will be able to control your device. Otherwise, you can use the cast option. And once your device will be connected with the cast option, on the bottom side, you have a checkbox. And if you click and hit that, You will be able to get the transfer the touch as well as the other audio video options, and you can control your laptop by using the Miracast options as well. That is the standard window K
Right.
option.
And could you also tell us the touch points of the screen and what it's the response rate of it, response time of it?
2 point less than 2.5 millisecond response time and
And
up to 40 touch points.
right. And what are the sizes available in the OneScreen Core Interactive Flat Panel?
Standard 65, 75, 86, and we have the on demand based upon the order, and we can provide the 98 or 105, but the 65, 75, and 86 are the standard one that are easily available, ready stock.
Right, right. Another question we have is that if someone wishes to place this in their meeting room, which consists of
Mhm,
12 to 15 people for video
mhm,
conferencing, which
mhm.
cameras would we be recommending to them?
Well, as I said, we have multiple cameras. This is the track cam, good fit for at least 4 to 5 meters. And if you want to have a large meeting rooms, we can have PTC cams as well that can cover up to 10 meters distance and easily cover a meeting. Otherwise, you can have an option. You can use a centralized meeting or the microphone and the speaker systems that can be easily connected with the screen, and you can use that options as well.
Sure. Right. So I think it's almost time. So let's wrap this up, Mr. Janzip.
All right.
Perfect. Right. So thank you first and foremost, Mr. Janzip, for guiding us through today's touchscreen core training. As we come to the end of today's touchscreen core training webinar, I would like to thank all of you as well for joining us today. The purpose of this session was to help you feel more confident using touchscreen core in real environments. If you attended today's English session, please note that the Arabic session will take place on 11th Feb, which is tomorrow. If you would like further guidance or support with Touchscreen Core, please reach out to our OneScreen Guru team through the built-in Guru app within the screen. On behalf of OneScreen Solutions, thank you once again for your time today. We hope this training helps you use Touchscreen Core the way it's meant to be used.